creepy man is back."
Tara was pointing towards a nondescript silver Ford Focus, one of so many Lanie had seen around town. This one, however, had been parked at the edge of the high school parking lot, off and on, for the last couple of weeks. Lanie hadn't mentioned the car, or the man, before, but her friend Tara had made a point of noting his every appearance. Things didn't change much in their small town, and when they did, everyone noticed.
"I swear he's looking right at us. Has been every single time."
Lanie shrugged as Tara continued to stare in the man's direction, as if she couldn't be bothered.
"Maybe he's picking someone up." "But we know everyone."
Redirecting her friend, Lanie tugged on Tara's sleeve, sorry that her own shirt had shorter ones, now that the wind had kicked up and the air was cooler than it had been that morning when she had dressed for school.
"Come on, you know if I'm late getting home, my parents will worry."
Lanie wasn't kidding about that, and Tara knew it.
Sure, okay. It's just weird, like he's stalking someone."
Lanie held back a smile so Tara wouldn't think she was laughing at her. A stalker in their little nowhere town? The last time anyone even close to a stalker had livened up the place, it was only poor old Mr. Gibbons, stumbling through early-onset dementia and his neighbor's back gardens in the middle of the night. Still, she dared a final glance back at the silver car as she and Tara walked towards Tara's hand-me-down Chevy Malibu. The dark-haired man was looking right at her, and when he saw her, he sat up straight in his seat, holding her gaze with his own, until she stumbled and Tara spoke, drawing her attention away from him.
"Hey, Mom."
Tara had dropped her off at the end of the long, gravel driveway that separated Lanie's house from the road, knowing that Lanie liked the short walk, along with the privacy the distance gave her and her parents from the street. She hadn't been raised to socialize that much, and now her father was wondering if that had been wrong. She had 2 close friends, though, and since it made him feel better, she attended every school event she could to prove that she didn't have any tendency to become a hermit or sociopath. Maybe her father was concerned because she was an only child and wasn't living every moment of her home life with a brother or sister. But she didn't think she was missing anything. The 3 of them were a perfect little cocoon, and when she thought about leaving her parents for college, her stomach twisted in knots, and she had to remind herself that there were still 3 years before that would happen. A lot could change in 3 years, and while nothing in her life had changed since she was very young, it had to sometime. "Hey, Lane." Lanie tugged on the dark hair that her mother wore in a high ponytail as she sat at her desk, folders haphazardly scattered around the desktop computer her mother used for work.
"What should we make for dinner? Any ideas?"
Her mother stood up, and Lanie, now taller than she was, tucked her arm through her mother's as they walked into the kitchen, just as they did every day when Lanie returned from school. Tara and Ben, the second of Lanie's friends, complained about their mothers almost on a daily basis. But Lanie had never said anything negative about her own. Sometimes they felt more like sisters, except when her mother walked that edge of overprotectiveness that had eased little by little over the years. They opened cabinets and the refrigerator, but Lanie didn't find anything particularly enticing, and her mother just sighed.
"I need to get to the grocery store. Maybe tomorrow."
Lanie knew her mother wasn't too crazy about going into town any more than she had to, and some people made comments about that, and about her mother's profession. There was something mysterious and dramatic about being a writer, apparently, but they didn't see her mom in jeans with frayed cuffs and her father's sweatshirts, sometimes working late into the night when she had a close deadline. It was work, just like any other, and as her mother would say, it paid the bills.